Yes, you are there supporting Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government and you want him to remain in power beyond 2027, right? I want you to listen to this news. I know most of you supporting Tinubu do not have conscience. You can't have a conscience and still be supporting Tinubu government now, even with all the whole things that is happening in the country. No, now you cannot be saying all that and still say Tinubu is the best for the job. You will not be saying that. But meanwhile, let me read this. Adopted woman returns home pregnant. If this woman were to be your sister, your auntie, your daughter, or your wife, she was kidnapped by all these terrorists, and now she is back home pregnant. She is now pregnant for one of these terrorists. In fact, not just one of these terrorists, because all these women that have been kidnapped by all these terrorists are being molested, not just by one of them, not just by one man, but nearly all of them. I want you to imagine what our sisters, our mothers, our daughters are going through in the hands of these terrorists having been kidnapped. Those women that have been kidnapped by all these terrorists, do you imagine what they are going through in their hands? The kind of molestation, the kind of abuse. And now this woman is back home with pregnancy. She is pregnant for a terrorist whom she will never ever know who the father is, because this is not one man involved. All the terrorists are going around, all these women that is at their mercy. Yes, they sleep with them at will, anyhow they want it, without protection. At least with this pregnancy, you should know that these terrorists cannot be sleeping with their adoptee with protection. And you don't imagine, this was your sister, this was your wife, this could be your mother, this could be your daughter, and you are a terrible supporter, a government that have obviously failed. You want this government to remain in power, a government that can't protect you. The primary responsibility of any government is the protection and welfare of the people, protecting the people as making sure their property is intact. But your government has failed in this area, and every other areas government should be active. And yet you say no, Tinubu is the best for this job, he should remain in power. I wish this like this would befall your household. Yes, I want situations like this that happen to this woman to happen to your wife, to your sister, to all your relatives, so you will know how it feels to be forcefully molested and forcefully be impregnated by a terrorist that you don't even know. Not by one man, but by numbers of terrorists that she don't know. Imagine what our sisters, our younger children that are females are going through in the hands of those that have kidnapped them. I'm talking about those that have been kidnapped as we speak now. Because we have numbers of Nigerians that is under captivity as we speak right now. Imagine the molestation, the abuse. But yet, you are a Nigerian. You claim to have a heart, and you do not look at this area. You do not care. Yet, you are advocating for Bola Ahmed Tinubu's return beyond 2027. It shall never be well with you. All of you that are involved in what I have just said now. What a shame. We don't have a country.